G'day and welcome back to Dark Side Gaming and our Transport Fever 2 Sandbox Let's Play. We are continuing back here, continuing to build our municipalities, cities and all the associated transport infrastructure to build a huge monstrosity of public transport, I guess, for anything else to be described as. Alright, so we are continuing on from where we left off in the last episode. We finished getting the train line finished from Crankyville down here to Greater Grizzly. So now we need to put some other train lines in to actually support all these other areas as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do straight off the bat. So I'm thinking I'm going to get one from here, from Phil Otto Municipality up to Crankyville to start with. As we get some new vehicles. So we got a new bus. What's that, like a ferry, I think? Possibly, and China Type 25 loco. Well, we're not going to be using that, so that's okay. All right, now let's have a look at this. So there's no depot there. Okay, not for rail. So up here, there is no depot here. So I'm guessing Greater Grizzly's depot might be the one to use, or we might just start off. So that's not going to work either. Actually, I wonder whether we can get that line there. Let's have a look. I want to see. Just got to bring him down onto that line. That's all I got to do, isn't it? Really? Let's see if I can get a line to turn sharply enough to do that. No, not going to happen. Okay, I could. No, not going to let me do that either. Yeah, it's just not. Oh. Yeah, it's just not going to let me do it, is it? Okay, well what we can do to fix that is quite simply, probably not normal to do this, but that's what we can do anyway. Bugger it. Where's our depots? Depot. And we're just going to down there, like that. Go back to our tracks, select our track, bring it in, and in fact we'll just use that is going as a one-way line, isn't it? All right. All right. We're going to have to try and get that down into here. I may have made a rod phone back here. Like that. Alright, that'll work. Alright, done. And we'll put a signal in there. Done like that. Okay. And just to make it easier, I'll put a double switch in there. Alright, oh, wrong button. Okay, now what we're going to do. We're going to have a line from O'Brien on Kent to Grizzly. So let's do that. So we're going to go new line. When it adds new line, come on. I'm still going to auto save. Okay, add station. There we go. O'Brien, which used to be known as Shim Kent. There's Crankyville. We're going to come all the way down here. And we're going to come to Greater Grizzly. Like that. There we go. Done like a dinner. Now, we could also then go back into, yeah, let's do this. Let's go to Crankyville, and then we go back up. Let's see if that's going to accept that. All right, so that's that done. We'll name that train O'Brien to GBS to Cranky. And that's 001. All right, so that one is done. Now we come back up here to our depot. There's our depot here. All right, 6 new vehicles. What have we got here? No, that's not what we want. We don't want American diesels. So, no, well, they're Canadian. I think they're Canadian, but anyway, we don't want them. I don't know why they're enabled on here anyway. Buy vehicles. Okay, let's just go back to the Steam. Let's go... let's get the Evening Star. Evening Star. So I grew up with Hornby model railways. My grandfather had it, my father and me had it, and we actually got my grandfather's stuff when he passed and all that sort of stuff. And one of my favourite models in that was the Evening Star. It was my prized train. Apart from what was the other two I liked? I had the Sir Nigel Gresley and, of course, the Flying Scotsman. Oh, but of course, my diesel was my class 37, I think it was my favourite. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to have the Evening Star because I do love that model. So there we go. Evening Star, 10 million for him. Passenger, right. I think to match that, we're going to go with the Mark 1 coaches. And we will do, what do we do? Southern Green. Let's do Southern Green. So I'm going to add 2 of those. I'm then, in fact, let's add 3. No, let's have 4. Right. And we're going to add 2 brake coaches. I know, we probably shouldn't have 2, but anyway, that'll do. And we're going to buy that one there. And then we're going to apply that one to... Why isn't that going to help? That's not very good. No, I don't want this other... No, get rid of that rubbish. All right. O'Brien on Kent. Now, why won't that... Okay, let's have a look and see about that route. O'Brien GPS Cranky. Right. Shim Kent. Right. Right. Lines report following problems. Okay. Yeah, that's because of the... That is because of the signals here, I would imagine. Let's have a look. What are the signals doing? Let's see if we can work out what's going on here. So expecting him to come down from here, across to there. He should be able to come into there, across either of those, and then back out to there. But for some reason, he's not going to want to do that. I don't know why. So from here, there we go. He has got access now. Okay. Here he goes. Let's have a look at him. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, she's going to stop here at O'Brien and Kent. They're going to move on down. Alright, that's good. Got that one started. Now, I think what we also want to do is we want to go from Jimmyville all the way down to GBS. So let's have a look over in here. Have I got a depot over here? No, I don't. So we're going to do the line first. So let's go a line from new line. Make sure you select the passenger line. Right, from Jimmy on Kent, formerly known as Ismu, all the way down to here. Oh, actually, no, let's do something a bit different. Let's go to Frithgardia. Frithgardia is not getting much attention. Let's go to Frithgardia. Like so. All right, so this one here is going to be train Jimmy to Frith 001. Okay. All right, so that's all well and good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up here and go back to O'Brien and get the train out of there because that's the closest one to Jimmy. So we're going to go in here, buy vehicles, steam, electric, diesel. You know what, just something different. No, that's what I'm going to do. No. Let's do this. Let's test it out. Let's add... Well, I don't even know if it's going to fit. Let's just see how it goes. Right. You are going to do the Jimmy Frith line. Right. Done. Let's go watch him. Our first true high-speed train on low-speed tracks. What we got some new iron rolling stock. Yeah, some tipper rolling stock. That's all right. That'll come in handy. Look at that. So he's not going to make... He's going to take a bit of time to get some money. He's going to catch everything that's on the line in front of him, I would imagine. But it also means this is where we need to start looking at what lines we're using as our express lines and what ones are just our normal lines. He's coming in. Oh, that's good. He's going to take his own station. Now, how much longer is he? He's miles longer than the station. Hopefully that's not going to affect him. Oh, maybe it will. What's that one? Why is that one? Right, it is too long. Okay. Manage vehicle. Let's see. Can we actually modify that? No. Right. So that was a bad idea, Duck. Right. So we're going to replace the selected vehicle. In fact, let's just do that. Let's add in a diesel. Let's just use one of these just for the hell of it for the moment. We'll add that. We'll remove that. And then passenger, I'll just put in a couple of... What we got? No, I'm not going to use the China one. I refuse to use a China rolling stock on a British type setup. Well, I say British type, it's not really. I think I've got the Asia set selected, to be honest. What have we got here? More of these silly Canadian... I don't know how these are in there. Anyway, yeah, no, not using any of that either. Righto, let's just get some Crimson Lake coaches and we'll just do that. Modify. Right. That's better. Right. Now, if we turn him around, is that going to fix him? Perhaps. I just got to see what the problem is with the other line that we put in previously. Right, let's ride the rails. Let's have a look at this route. So now we've been held up waiting for trains to go past. Primarily it was obviously that freight train. Off we go. A lot of people start waiting on this platform. Look at that. Need some more trains to come through there, I think. Obviously we do have this running at the higher speed as well, but it's just to give you an indication of what the route looks like as we're flying down through here, and we'll be doing a hard right turn at some point after Crankyville. I don't think we've been through Crankyville yet. There's an old train there that we need to replace. Should be coming up to Crankyville now. There's the other train we just purchased in front of us actually. He's going down to Grizzly Bear Sims, so we'll be trailing behind him. So we'll be catching up to him, then slowing down and stopping, and then catching up again. And that'll happen until he's off the line. Now we haven't got any points between here and virtually Grizzly Bear Sims, so I do need to fix that. We didn't put all the extra points in. So he's going to be waiting here for some time, I reckon. Gives an excuse to have a look around the scenery on the train. Now this is the same type of train that we also had in our model railway layout, but it was actually used by the Australian National Railways, ANR, I think it was back, oh, I don't know what, actually it wasn't ANR, it was a predecessor of ANR, on the trains that we used to do like the Garn run and all that sort of stuff. And we had those in our models as well with the stock standard silver passenger coaches. So I remember having a couple of those and pretending I was running the Australian transportation system on rail back when I was a lot younger, and occasionally smashing them off the end of the table, and then my father was yelling at me for being too rough and not controlling them properly. That's all the stuff we do as kids. Alright, so we're still travelling down here now and heading for Jimmyville with no passengers on board. There goes one of our other, that's our other new route that goes from GBS to Crankyville. We're going to come down here. We should be close to flyovers now, and we're going to be turning, well, not the flyover for this one, but we're going to be turning to our right and then turning off to effectively north. And there we go. Now we're going through there, and then we'll merge onto this other main line when the line is clear. Obviously there's something coming we've got to give way for. I'm hoping there's something coming we've got to give way for, otherwise we're going to be waiting here for a while. Right. Is it because of this line coming, this train coming up here? Surely not. Oh, it may well be for where I've done that that line that merges over, possibly. It's this one, I would say. Yeah, it was that one. Alright, so there's no point further back, so... and I did say I was going to wait for this to give way to the express line of the stuff that's on this existing line. So that's okay, it's operating sort of as normal. Alright, we're heading up through now. This is our other big... and there we go. We switched over the other lane, or the other line. So that's where it goes off and palms off to the other two stations, which we did in a video a few videos back now. We're screaming up through here now. We're doing 93 kilometres an hour. I think one of the things we'll do next is on these longer lines, I think we're going to upgrade all of our track to high-speed tracks. There goes one of our A3s. And then see if we can start getting some more speed. There goes another A3. They're both heading down to GBS, Grizzly Bear Sims, or Grizzlyville, or Lowell Grizzly, wherever. Well, I don't know why it does that. It's a bit bizarre. Anyway. Alright, so here we are. We've made it to Fifth Guardia. Okay. Let's see if we're going to load up any... Oh, look, we are loading up some passengers. Well, look at that. 91 passengers to start with. Excellent. Alright, well, we're going to leave it there for that one. Right. Let's have a look at these condition of... Right. Okay. I get the message. Oh, new vehicles. We've got some new livery BRs. Excellent. I've got more of the Canadian rubbish. Alright. Okay. Alright, what have we got here? Let's have a look at this one. What's going on with this guy? Cannot connect all stations. Okay, why? Alright, well let's remove that one then. Does that remove the problem? Does that fix the problem? Seemingly so. Alright. Let's fix that problem. Okay. Let's have a look. Right. So I think now what we could do is do some more routes. So we've just done... What have we got here? Oh, a new ferry. We can upgrade our ferry and some bulk liquid transport trailers. Excellent. I think what we'll do, first things first, is we're going to do a new route from Jimmydale, or Jimmyville, depending on what part of the suburb you're in, to GBS. So new line, click on stations to add. There we go. And all the way down through to here and into Jimmyville, like so. Now where's he coming to? He's coming to that station there. That'll be okay. All right. So this one here, let's rename this one. Train Jimmy GBS 001. Okay. So that's that done. Press return there. All right. Now we need to... Oh, let's just go from here. Why not? Buy vehicles. What have we got now? 5 variants for the Class 37. We've got all this. I'm going to have to get rid of them. I'm going to have to get rid of them. We've got 5 variants. We've got a few more liveries now. We've got the Intercity. This is the one I love. This is the one I had as a child. The Class 37 with the big blue logo. So we're going to add... I'm going to add him. All right. And we're going to add some passenger wagons. And I'm just going to put some standard Class 2 coaches on there. I'm going to put... There we go. And I'm going to buy that. But I'm going to do 2 of them. Oops. Cancel. No, I don't want to clone all vehicles. Right. Clone that. Okay. There we go. And you're going to do... GPS, what was it? Jimmy to GBS, was it? Yes, that one. Right. And let's see if they're going to find their way. Alright. Look at that lovely looking model. The 37209. And the sound is so, well, certainly from what I can recall, is very accurate for these. With that sort of throttling. Alright, what's he going to get? He's got 7 passengers straight up. Okay, that's okay. Now the other thing up at Jimmy, we do need to extend the platforms as well, actually, now I think of it. But anyway. Alright, so off he goes. There's his Oppo there. Well, a bit of traffic up here on the hill. Right, he's going to stream up through to here. He'll continue on, he'll go up over here. He's going to follow this guy up here. It's our Evening Star. Oh, look at this traffic. Our highway hasn't coped very well. We're going to come back and fix what's going on there. Oh dear. Alright, he's doing what I didn't want him to do. Now that's because of all this, right? Well, that's what we're going to do. Next episode, we'll come back in and we'll fix all these signals. We've got to put some signals in here so we can actually get some flow of trains up through here. Because at the moment, the other guy is going to be backed up behind him as well, further back down the line, on the main line. So we don't want that to happen. So he's going to be there until the other guy gets up to Crankyville, and then he'll get the clearance to go through. Which is fine. Once he gets the clearance, he'll just have a straight run through the other side of Crankyville. But it just means he's going to be sitting here for a few more seconds, and in that time we can just do our signing off, because we have got to 27 minutes. The time just flies when we're doing these routes. It's amazing how much time does go. So I hope you're enjoying the series and the game. The game is fantastic. This is Transport Fever 2. It's available on Steam. Head on over there and grab it, and don't forget to go on to the workshop and grab all the mods you want as we get another Russian train. I've got to get rid of these, seriously. But yeah, hope you're enjoying it, and if you are, press that like button, because we like to know when people are enjoying the series and the videos we put out. If you're not, that's okay. You can even press the dislike button if you really insist on it. But we won't think any more or less of you if you do that. Don't forget to come over and check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook and Discord. You can come and join us on Discord. Now, even if you don't just want to chat with the trying times we're at the moment, all that sort of stuff, feel free to come over. It doesn't matter if you're going to be watching any videos or whatever. If you just want to come and hang out and have a bit of a chat, all that sort of stuff, you are more than welcome. And of course, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing by pressing the subscribe button. And if you do press that button, make sure you press the other button, the alarm notification icon, which will make you made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. So, until next time, we'll keep these rails running nice and parallel, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Transport Fever 2 and Ducks All the Gaming. See you all later. Bye.